This is now my third time filming it because the first time it was blurry, which hopefully it's not anymore. And then the second time I flipped the camera on accident, so it was recording in front of me and not at me or behind me, in front of me. No, in front. Yeah, in front of me. Like the front camera was recording and not the back camera. So it was a podcast essentially at that point. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, hi. Well, I just wanted to say hi, hello. I don't think I introduced myself. So, hi, my name is Lou. This is Cafe Lou or Lou's Cafe. Now, the content isn't going to be the same. I realized I was trying to take the easy way out when making content because I was spread so thin, I didn't have as much time or dedication to produce quality videos that I enjoyed. Although they had some inclinations of beauty and wonder and laughter and joy, they weren't to my caliber of what I want to see for my content and how I want to be represented. I am an anxious person. I'm not going to be this bubbly, amazing content creator that just says everything so quick, so fresh, so clean, so perfect, and so polished. I'm not ever going to be that person. And for many years since leaving my nonprofit job and transitioning now into a classroom teacher, I'm believing in myself that it's okay to pause, it's okay to reflect, it's okay to mess up and say it again. It's okay if it didn't make sense the first time, try again, and it will make sense. It will eventually make sense. No matter how many times you make a fool of yourself, it will make sense in the end. And I think I was putting too much pressure on myself, and I believe that that pressure that I was putting on myself was compounding into every aspect of my life, whether that was my job, my education, my goals, my career, my ambition, my relationships, both platonic and romantic. And I never wanted this space to be a space that just existed without purpose. I want to share my love for books. And although this channel is not going to become a booktube channel, it's going to still be variety. But the tether and the main theme and the main aspect or concept of my channel is going to be around literature. Whether that is storytelling through novels, storytelling through video games, storytelling through TV shows, movies, and popular media. But I hope to show the complexities of storytelling and the complexities of literature. So why don't we start with a little TBR for the winter time. So here are the 4 books. Now, these are pretty manageable books. They're shorter books. I don't believe any book here is 300 pages. This one is 280-ish. This one is 260-ish. I'm approximating because I'm just going to the last page and I'm not taking into account like the acknowledgements or any additional. Okay, this one's 348. And then this one is this one's 306. But this book is written in a dialogue type like diary entry style. So although it's 300 pages, oh, that book is fresh. That book is fresh. You know when you get like the new book smell? That's what I got. All right, before I drop on my books, let's talk about them. This is The Chosen and the Beautiful by Ni Voy. This is a retelling of Great Gatsby. It, I believe, was popular on Book Talk and TikTok and Book Talk or BookTube, whatever the popular medium is, but I've been really loving it so far. I read about 30 pages? 32 pages, and it's verbose. The language in here is dense, which is fine because, you know, it's the canon. I've been highlighting words that I don't know or words that I don't use in my everyday language. So I'm trying to learn, trying to learn so much. And hopefully it sticks, and hopefully I can take it back to my classrooms that I'm in. The next book I have is Here Comes the Sun, a novel by Nicole Dennis Benn. And I picked this up at a local independent bookstore in Brooklyn. It's an Afro-Latin bookstore called, I think, Café con Libro? Let me check. Oh, I was right. Café con Libros. Yes. So it has a cafe. You can get coffee and you can get a book. So the last couple times I was there, I got a cup of coffee, but one time I was there in November, I perused their book selection. It's a small curated library. It's a small curated collection of either Afro-Latin, African diaspora, Latin books, as well as other people of color authors, whether it's from the Asian diaspora. Ooh, I'm struggling today with my words. But this is the exploitation of women, and it's focusing on one Jamaican woman, and I believe it's with her sister, and I believe the main character works at the resort in Jamaica, and it follows her life and the trials and struggles that she faces. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm literally waiting to open the book and start reading. So today I'm gonna read a little bit of The Chosen and the Beautiful, and then I'm also going to read Here Comes the Sun. I feel like they would be really beautiful novels together to read since they're both talking about women. One from the Jamaican background and one from, I believe, Vietnamese and queer background. Yeah, so she's a Vietnamese adoptee, and it's a retelling of Great Gatsby through a queer and Asian lens, still set in the 1920s, but including magic and wonder. So it's both the immigrant experience mixed in with fantasy, and probably the fantasy is going to be an allegory and metaphor for exploitation and exoticism of people of color. Now, another book that I'm going to read, it's more nonfiction. It's based on a true story. It's called The 57 Bus, and it's by Dashka Slater. I believe that's how you pronounce Dashka's first name. If not, sorry. So the inside jacket says, one teenager in a skirt, one teenager with a lighter, and one moment that changes both of their lives forever. And so the 57 bus, I guess Sasha and Richard both took this bus. They're both high school students in Oakland, California, and one of the most diverse cities in the country, but they inhabited different worlds. And I'm really intrigued to see what type of injustice, crime, victimization, trauma unfolds. I believe that this is, one of them is trans? Oh, so Sasha is a gender queer teenager who prefers the gender neutral pronoun they. They wear a skirt with a masculine shirt and vest, which draws attention. Draws attention to Richard, who set Sasha on fire. Set Sasha on fire with a lighter. Charged with 2 hate crimes. Well, this will be an interesting book. And then the last book that I'm gonna read is Maya Angelou's book. I read a lot of her essays, short stories, and poems, but I've never read one of her novels. So this is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Now, she's written a poem about this, and this is the novel. and I'm really curious to see what I can understand and unpack and process with this book. Um, I just talked for a really long time, so I'm gonna pause and reflect. I'll see you in a sec. That looks good. Okay. Sorry, I was looking back at the footage and I was like, all right, everything looks good. The sun is coming through. It's very cute. Um, I just want to say thank you. If you've made it to this part of the video, thank you for sticking around and taking a chance on me. I'm excited. So I hope that I can continue to make this content and hopefully it's something that you enjoy. So take care for now. Enjoy, enjoy.